The Daily Six.
Written and narrated by John Chappelear.
Introduction. As the former CEO of a multi-million-dollar company, I've written this book to help improve the lives of men and women who struggle with trying to balance professional ambition and financial gain with personal fulfillment and a deeper meaning in life. I will show you how following some simple, life-changing strategies can help you strengthen your personal vision, connect with your inner spirit, and virtually change the way you feel, think, act, and react at home and in the workplace. Changing my focus. I have to admit that for most of my working days, I successfully ignored any kind of advice that would have helped me to understand the real meaning of life. Like so many high-octane business people, the idea of taking time out of an overcharged day to meditate, or do something for others, or spend time with family or friends was simply not in my frame of reference. Wealth and prominence were what excited me and made me feel complete. Or so I thought. However, ambition-driven success, as they say, often comes at a steep price. It is not uncommon circumstance that many highly successful people finally start focusing on their marriage only when that relationship has faltered beyond repair. So many corporate workaholics suddenly treasure being a mom or a dad only when every other weekend with the kids has become the court-ordered mandate. Then there are the nouveau riche who are faced with complete financial ruin before they decide to pull the reins in on their spending. The price I paid for success was the loss of almost everything on which I placed value. My first marriage, a close relationship with my 2 daughters, my multi-million-dollar business, a magnificent home on the Potomac River, luxury cars, and more. When the trappings of the material and professional success that I had pursued for so long were literally repossessed, I was forced to stand alone and assess how my unrealistic standards are running or ruining my life. In the aftermath of my financial success, I had plenty of time to reflect on how I had lived my life, the choices I had made, and the people I had ignored. I realized that I had been so focused on reaching the pinnacle of material success that any derived meaning of life was degraded. Instead of cherishing the daily journey with my family and friends, I was hypnotically affixed to the goal of power, success, and wealth, a captivating aspiration that always remained just beyond my ever-weakening grasp. My bank account may have been full, but my life empty and void of meaning, which became even more evident when the diversion of money and possessions was removed. While I believe that having career and financial goals is important, at this lowest point in my life I realized that these goals alone would never be enough to make me really happy. In my previous success-driven mindset, I would always want to have more power, acquire more stuff, and display more material trophies for everyone to admire. When the bottom fell out of my elusive dream, I was broken. Yes, I had lost it all, but in doing so, I gained a whole new perspective on life. During that time, I was forced to take a cold, hard look at myself. No matter how many times I may have heard that the true meaning of life is not to be found in material riches, only when faced with financial disaster did I come to the realization that meaning is not something that just happens in life. It is certainly not bought. Rather, meaning is something that is slowly intertwined into your life through daily experiences, personal beliefs, and the way you interact with those around you. Over time, I began to see that I could have success in my professional life without sacrificing the substance of my personal life, but only if I learned how to stay balanced. During the time of reflection, I began to shift my personal values from what I could get to what I could give. In seeking daily balance mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, I began to experience a deeper feeling of satisfaction with a more reasonable career goal and financial resources. How about you? Can you relate to my fall into the state of brokenness? Though I got the jolt of my life, it does not have to be that way. Maybe you only need a slight nudge in order to take time out for yourself or for those you love. Or perhaps you are passionate about your work, but need some guidance to help you embrace all parts of your life. This book can help. I will share with you some of the simple strategies that helped me discover more about myself, who I really am, as I set my life priorities and reached out to
Sample complete. Ready to continue?